Hi, Dr. Paula Sauer here. I am talking to you about thoracic mobility using a strap. So today we are doing some skills and drills to increase your thoracic mobility. That's the middle part of your spine. This is the area of the spine that moves the least on all of us because we have ribs that connect into that part of the spine, and those ribs connect all the way to the front of your chest and the upper part of your torso. And you're not supposed to move a lot here because we have vital organs underneath. So we need to protect the stuff that keeps us alive. So we don't want to try to contort past anything that we're not supposed to have. But it is supposed to move a little bit. So we don't want to be too much one direction, we don't want to be too much the other direction. We want to find this happy medium in between. For most people, we are stiff in this category. If you find that you don't have a mobility issue and that you're very flexible, this video is not for you. Please do not do this one because we don't need to increase your mobility anymore. This is for everybody else who's like, oh, I'm so stiff, I'm stuck forward, I've got horrible posture, oh, I'm sitting behind a computer, I'm just stiffening down. If that's you and that's coming out of your mouth and your dialogue, this video is for you. Okay, so if you don't have a strap at home, you can use a long towel or a very long TheraBand. The longer the strap is, the better off you will be for these exercises. So if you have really short straps or a really short belt, go and buy one online. This is an 8-foot yoga strap. They're not that expensive. It's a really great investment because you can stretch yourself with this thing as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so if you have a strap, go grab it. You're gonna place the strap behind your back. And right now we're gonna slide it up so it's right underneath your armpits. You're gonna take your hands together and grab the strap in front of you and pull on the strap. So from the side view, it's gonna look like this. You grab it and you pull. When you pull forward, you're also gonna pull up. This is gonna help give you something to move around, and it's also gonna traction your mid-back at the same time. So we're gonna start from the highest position we can get to, which is gonna be between your shoulder blades. Pull on the strap, and then start to pull up, and then come into a seated back bend. Breathe into the space, take a deep inhalation, exhale. 2 more breaths, inhale, and exhale. 1 more, breathe in, and exhale. Come on down. Then we're going to slide the strap down a couple inches. Same technique, you're going to pull forward. So you'll feel it hits a different part of your back, and already when you pull forward, it lifts you up a little bit, and then lift your arms up, come into a seated back bend. Each segment you go down on this will feel a little different, but we're holding for just a couple breaths here. Inhale and exhale. If you go into your neck here, take your gaze down your nose, or maybe you look down as you do a back bend this way. You don't have to thrust your head all the way back. And then come back down and out of it. So this is a seated variation. We're also going to do a standing variation. So come into a standing position, or you can even do a kneeling position, your choice. Take the strap, take it high, reach forward, and then reach up. Here you can kind of take your hips forward a little bit and use your belly and go a little deeper into that back bend. And then come on out, slide the strap down a little bit, pull the strap forward, and pull the strap up. As you go into that back bend, you'll feel as if somebody's even holding you in that space. What does my back bend normally look like? That's all I have normally. Woo, not so much. But when I use that strap, I go a lot deeper into that back bend. It just supports you so you can get that mobility. Okay, the next part we're going to work on is a rotation. So come back to a seated position. This time I'm going to come close so you can see it. You're going to take the strap around you. You'll take one edge of the strap and the other you're going to pull with. Okay, so we're going to do this in a seated position, and we're going to stand and do this as well. So in a seated position, cross the strap under to the right side and over to your left. Shoulders down, and you're going to pull with the left arm and rotate to the left. Keep your belly tight. One more breath. And release. You can also move the strap to a slightly different position and then rotate again. Shoulders stay down, your breath stays steady, and you should really feel your belly engaged to help you keep this space. Good, release. Okay, change the crossing. So now take the crossing underneath to the left and above to the right. We're going to move the strap up higher where we started for the first one, and you're going to pull yourself to the right. Good, and release. Take the strap down a little bit lower. Pull down onto the left just a little bit, and it's really to the right when you get the rotation, and hold. Shoulders down, belly tight. And release. Last one we're going to do, we're going to come back into standing. Change the crossing of the straps, take it a little higher. On the right side it goes down, on the left side it comes up. Inhale and exhale, twist. Use your belly to hold that space. Try to keep your shoulders down away from your ears. And release. Then take the strap down a little bit lower. And stabilize on the right, pull towards the left. The whole time your hips should be pointing forward. So we're rotating to the left, but the left hip should be kind of isometrically headed towards the right just a little bit. And release. Change the crossing, we're almost done. Down on the left, up on the right with their crossing. Take an inhale here, and exhale, rotate over. One more breath. Then come out, move the strap down, and inhale here. Stabilize over to the left, and then pull yourself to the right using your exhale and using your right arm. Keep your right hip pointing towards the left just a little bit, because we don't want to go this way. We want the hips staying stable. Last breath, and release. So you can see how this can gain you mobility from a seated position, a standing position. This is a great drill to do if you're sitting behind a desk a lot. It's also wonderful to do if you have a regular yoga practice and you find that rotations and binds are really difficult for you. force and maneuver yourself into a position that causes harm. Rather, we want to work on the collective mobility. So using your breath and using your core to keep that space is really key. And taking your time going segment by segment. You can do more than 2 segments, but I just did 2 segments on this demo, but you certainly can go through smaller segments and go through more of them if you want at home. If you find that you have really good mobility going one way and less going the other, what do? Well, you spend more time on the direction that you lack the mobility on. So if you have a hard time going to the right versus the left, you would go and work on rotating to the right a little bit more. Whether that's doing more repetitions, holding longer with the breath, that's up to you. You have to go with what feels comfortable for your body. I like to do more repetitions instead of just holding it, because holding a position for long can have you compensate in other parts of your body, and that doesn't feel so good. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this skill and drill. This is all about thoracic mobility. I have another thoracic mobility video on my YouTube channel, so look for that if you're craving more range of motion and rotational motion in your thoracic spine. If you have any questions, comments, put them down in the segment below. You can also reach me at paula@alignptla.com. I look forward to seeing you all online very soon. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.